surprising sometimes from a female, but then again.
We only drink because we are afraid of our emotions.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I'm not. I don't drink. But I don't know if female are more free today. What do you think?
I think we're more free today.
You think we're more free today?
Yeah, definitely. Like when I think about my mother, I think she was less free because I don't know, her parents educated as a girl, having to get a good husband and stuff like that. And I wasn't educated like that at all, so I have other ambitions and I don't need to get drunk to feel free, and I think we're all like that. Sometimes it's cool to get drunk. I think it's cool because we have more choice.
Yeah.
So it's kind of freedom.
I don't, I like this kind of freedom, but I don't know if it's really freedom for you. Maybe when you are young, but when you are elder and you have 2 children and the man leaves you and you must make career to earn your money, it's maybe closeness to freedom. That's the problem.
I'm sure we can find similar obstacles for men in life now. So, I mean, at least women have the power to change things now if they really want to.
Yeah.
So that's the first good step.
I find it interesting that men sometimes don't know how to handle their relationships with women because they have more power and they can be more independent. Whereas before, the man was sort of standing as the protector, and maybe it's more difficult that how men are supposed to behave with women. What is their place exactly in the relationship? What do you think?
The place of the man?
Yeah, don't you think it's changed the fact that the woman has liberated herself, that it's changed the position of the man, and maybe it's the men today are more uncomfortable or a little floating in relationships, not knowing really how to behave maybe?
Yeah, because, I mean, men are still educated as men, so, and they have the image of their mother, so maybe
they still have the mummies doing their washing and the food and everything.
So, yes.
So they expect us from us.
Yeah, I think, like, joke, yeah. 3 girls of my generation, we have like a more strong fighting spirits. So sometimes it's difficult to handle for men because we just want to do everything we want to, and so sometimes I think it's complicated for some guys, but
yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of guys, as you said, are like they are because of their mother also protected them like a lot, and they just don't expect anything else from relationships in life, and because it's mostly hard, and I mean to struggle with life, and yes, they need that protection, but maybe it's before, you know, that because of the mother.
yeah, I think the girlfriend or the wife has to re-educate the boy.
Yeah.
Give a new education to him.
Okay, what do you think about that?
Oh, it's
We've got to
difficult.
re-educate
It's
you.
difficult. Oh no, I don't need to be re-educated.
just teasing
I'm
you.
very nice.
Yeah, I know you're very nice.
I'm not very difficult.
I did shock one girlfriend when I said I would stay at home. Oh no, this would be too boring for me, a man just doing the household. She didn't like the idea.
Oh yeah?
Because I wouldn't have to tell anything interesting. Or
I don't know.
she said, it was too boring, she said, if I was to do the house.
Well, you could just pretend you have some job and go to the cafe for 4 hours and come back. Should have faked it. I'm a very busy businessman. Aha, back. We can come back to this war thing. So you don't really believe in politicians then? I mean, saying this of someone who actually was knitting and now is involved in projects that are sort of more about money.
Thank you.
Okay.
Very much.
All right, see you.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So you're sort of, you have deception from political, like green people.
My grandfather was Was heißt Bürgermeister auf English?
Mayor.
Mayor.
In a small town. It was not a really good job for me. And I learned a lot about politics, but I don't want.
Well, can you explain a little bit his experience? It's interesting.
Oh, you must do everyone right, you know.
You have to please everyone.
Yeah.
So do you mean necessarily you end up in compromise? And there's facts around this thing about Afghanistan and this thing with the petrol stations from the friend, or do they write about it in the press?
Ich kann das nicht beweisen, aber I think there is some connection between the war in Afghanistan and the petrol station in Babenhaus. Never trust a politician. That's my opinion.
But there has to be some sort of system. So, what ideally, what would you like? Or if you don't trust politicians, you just think there's some sort of bad system that's there. It has to be there anyway, or we'd actually have ideas of something different.
I don't have any ideas. Because it's really at the moment. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would have had a lot of ideas, but now at the moment it's very closed and there's no solution.
Yeah. And you think it comes from this lack of ideal and honesty? People just go for the money then in the end, or compromise.
It comes from the never get enough. You know, everybody who has got enough is sitting in his chair and drinking a beer, smoking a cigar and eating, and he could be pleased. But then comes the never get enough man in his brain. And he says, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? Hey, you haven't got enough. And he's boring, okay? He stands up and thinks, oh, I need some more, I need some more. How can you drive with 3 cars? Or 5 cars? Or what do we want with 3 million euro on your bank konto? I don't
give
know.
me some.
I don't know. It's
Yeah, we're open to any donations.
I've been educated in a Christian school, you know, in a Catholic school. And it was okay. They told me about what Jesus said. And the people who were teaching in this school, there have been missionaries in Burma, in India, and anywhere in the third world, in the formerly third world, you know. It was in the 70s, 80s. And they came back. And they had a lot of life in their head, and they knew what is to be poor and what is to be rich. But they told us, but it's not the measure for our society, you know. Measure in our society money, more money, not more money, and then lose everything. Was soll da dran schön sein? I don't know. My opinion.
I would employ a bodyguard if I had too much money.
You get a bodyguard. I'd get a chauffeur. Being stupid. So, and what would be your wish, for example, this thing about war, because you wanted to talk about war, and then what's your vision of peace then?
And war is war.
Yeah, but how do you think it's possible? Do you actually believe that it's possible
No, I think it's not possible.
at the moment?
No. Not everywhere. In some parts of the planet, of course, but not everywhere. Because all people are pushed up by the politicians to make war. Because war earns money.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of money. The weapons.
Yeah.
That's the main problem.
It's not able to solve this problem at the moment. I think it's better you find a place for yourself and for your friends where you can make a big fence around it and
That's what you've done in Weissensee.
yeah.
So how many friends have moved over there? You said you've got people who followed you.
And there are always coming more, but the others also come, you know. Die Schwaben ziehen auch schon nach Weißensee.
Followers.
There was in the 80s, they said
nacheinander.
we are looking for a maid for our flat, but non-smoker, non-Schwaben.
Oh, really?
Aber Schwaben gab es doch in den 80ern schon, da haben wir uns doch schon lustig gemacht über die Schwaben.
Das war aber damals üblich, dass man geschrieben hat, WG-Mitbewohner gesucht, nicht Raucher, nicht Schwabe.
Ja, ja. Schwaben und Kreuzberg, das war echt ein Problem. Aber was soll's?
In West-Berlin, oder?
Mhm. Das war schön. Oh, trotzdem auch. Lust gehabt.
Obwohl man ja jetzt nicht, es sind ja nicht nur die Schwaben, es sind ja alle, they come from anywhere else, aber man nennt sie Schwaben. Das ist der Begriff für alle, die halt nur Kohle machen wollen und billige Wohnungen und die anderen vertreiben. They are also not integrated like the, was weiß ich, die Türken oder irgendwie, they are a minority. They don't integrate themselves into the Berlin culture. And that's why I am here. I came to Berlin because of Berlin and not because I come from Bavaria, you know.
Yeah, I understand exactly. I came to Berlin because of Berlin, the same thing.
Yeah, for me it was Paris, New York, or Berlin.
Same.
Wo kommst du her?
From a little village with 40 inhabitants.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
East Bavaria. And we are the bad guys of Bavaria because we have no money.
Oh, all right.
They look down on us.
That's funny.
Ja, dafür sind wir arm, aber sexy, oder?
Yeah, it's the spirit that counts. Well, maybe we're over. I think it's nice. If anyone has a little question, we can keep on talking. But I think it's very nice. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Maybe it would be nice that you try and do some sort of exhibition in the little bar there with photography. It would be nice maybe to choose and pick some things you talk with Ragnar. It would be nice. Thank you. I don't know what time it is, but we're sort of all right.